Good morning. It's Nicole Hill with Nix Village, www.nixvillage.com. You can get your full readings there. I have a bunch of other services that you can have too, but you can get your full tarot readings there. www.nixvillage.com. Thank you guys for coming out with me today. I'm switching up my oracle cards, so I'm going to do the Trust Your Vibes oracle cards. I just recently got these. Same with oracle cards. I am going to read the oracle cards straight from the book and not get involved in interpreting them. And that's just the way I do oracle cards. I love these. These cards are great. Last night I did a collective reading and the reading was right on point. From the oracle card to the tarot cards, like the whole thing is just like, the universe read the collective, didn't he? Didn't they? So I hope you guys are doing well this morning. I'm doing okay. I have a lot to do today. Can't wait for the end of the day to relax and rest. But I do have a lot that I have to accomplish today. It's fine. It's my Aries reading. It's going to be our Aries reading. And these readings are relevant whenever you get them. I put the date on them just to show like when they were done. But that date means absolutely nothing. When Spirit takes you to the reading and you read it, it's for you. Another thing is sometimes you go to other signs because they're in your chart. They're just as relevant for you. That kind of energy is still playing with you regardless of where it is in your chart. And so maybe if you know where it is in your chart, you can understand it a little deeper and a little better. It's my Aries reading today. So happy to be here with the Aries. As you know, I myself am an Aries, so this reading is going to be relevant to me as well as to everyone else who's an Aries. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm having a time. Things are a little rough for me right now. A little bit of a struggle, a little bit of, the universe is testing me and giving me all kinds of wonderful things that I need to be learning and doing. And I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm treading water and I'm not getting anywhere. But we'll see what the universe has to say to us. So, see Aries. Let's pick some cards for Aries. That's got to be one of them. All the cards are together. Trust, trust, trust. There you go. So our oracle card is laugh. We got that last night, I think. At the end, laugh didn't want to go back in. It was like, yeah, no, I'm trying to hang out. So laugh. I mean, that feels self-explanatory. Card number 8, Beauty and the Beast. That's a good one. The Child of Wands. And number 3, Mother Goose. Whew. So Aries, you also... you have 2 major arcana cards. You have number 3 and number 8, which are fairly early in the journey. So you started a new journey fairly recently, and excuse me, you started a new journey. Major Arcana deals with our spiritual journey and things that we need to know to elevate our soul. The Minor Arcana deals with more everyday, mundane things. And sometimes the Minor Arcana just gives me extra information for the Major Arcana. You have wands, which are spiritual principles and things. So from looking at your reading's everything is spiritual, Aries. Like, the things you're probably worrying about are not really what you need to be worrying about. What you need to be worrying about is your spiritual journey, because that ultimately is going to give you what you need. So we'll start with Beauty and the Beast, card 8. The very first thing I think of is, it's not always what you experience it as. Something can look really good to you, and it can be rotten, and something can look really bad to you, and it can be one of the best things that happens in your life. There's a wisdom. There's a certain kind of wisdom in sitting with something that, the word repulse comes to me, but I don't think that that's the word. I think it's more repel. Repel is the word. Something that repels you, something that when you look at it, naturally you would just go away from it. There's some wisdom in sitting in that space of that for a moment. There's a wisdom in seeing something from another perspective, from another side of the coin. Not judging just based on what it looks like to you. So there's a wisdom in that. There's a wisdom in understanding that what I see originally is not the whole picture. The picture is way bigger than that, and just what I see is not everything. I feel like you're being called, Aries, to speak. To speak out of to speak out of a place of it feels like acknowledging the two sides of something, acknowledging it feels like you, Aries. It feels like acknowledging and accepting the two sides of yourself. This one side that presents like this beast, and this other side that presents like this beauty and the beast. But it feels like you have to come to a place of wisdom, of understanding, because this feels very much so. This doesn't always feel to me that it's you, that it's one person. A lot of times it feels to me like it's somebody else that you have to acknowledge. But this feels like something you're struggling with inside of you, Aries. Like you've got the angel on this arm and the devil on this arm, and they're like going back and forth. And you don't have to decide between the two of them. you integrate the two of them and you allow yourself to express both sides of you, both of those pieces, because there's wisdom in both of them. I feel like that's going to give you an inner peace. But you have to, it feels like you have to be willing to share that. Like, share who you are. Share what you're really, what the struggle really is. People learn from that. Okay, so that's what I got for this card. And then I go to Child of Wands. And a Child of Wands is asking you to not be bound. So the wands are spiritual principles. To not be bound by what you've been told was possible. To not be bound by what you've been told you can do, or you should do, or you should want to do. To allow yourself to explore and to experience outside of that. With childlike wonder. So you're being asked to look at things outside of what you've been told and what you've been taught. Otherworldly. Think outside of the box and enjoy those thoughts. Be what's the word? Fantastical, imaginative. Create, see it from that kind of a mind. From a mind of like, that's not held up under these stipulations and the ways people have told you that it should be. It's time for you to go out and to see for yourself and experience the wonder of it yourself. And that feels very much like the wonder of your spiritual being. Like, release that. Let yourself explore and feel what it is to be a spiritual being. Yeah, that's what I have. Let your heart soar out into the atmosphere. Be whimsical. Do that. That feels like what you should be doing right now, Aries. So, and then we get to Mother Goose. And so Mother Goose is the third card. It's number 4 card. So you start with 0, the Fool's Journey. And you get to Mother Goose, which is card number 3. I feel like you're getting it. I feel like you're very early in the journey, and these gems are being dropped on you, and you're getting it. You're starting to understand it. I don't want you to be bound by the things that are being dropped on you. So I feel like Mother Goose is like these, when you think of the Mother Goose stories, they're like these little gems that are dropped that, like, you know, this story told you this and this story tells you this. These little gems. So these little gems are being dropped. Bam, bam, here, there. You're finding them. You're catching them. You're picking up what they're putting down. But as you pick up what they're putting down, put your own spin on it. Take it out and test it out. Make sure that it works for you. Make sure that you understand it, that it's not just something that someone told you. Live from the experience of it. So you're not just looking for somebody to lay the path out for you. You're not just looking for the words that somebody else is going to say that's going to give you your next step. You got to do some of that yourself, Aries. You got to go out there and figure it out yourself. You have to let yourself be free to experience and see for yourself. So, yes, I feel like that also has to do with this card. I feel like you need to, a lot of times when people tell us things about ourselves, we take it to heart and we feel like that means we need to change ourselves. And I want you to be at peace with who you are, Aries. You are a wonderful, beautiful spirit. And you need to be at peace with that and be at peace with the sides of you, with the fierceness and the softness. Because that's just who you are. Be at peace with that childlike Aries that tests everything out and that wants to make sure that it's right. And it just doesn't take somebody else's word. And pick up what they're putting down, but always explore it and make sure that it works for you. So, see if we are good. Is there anything else I need to tell Aries about this reading? That would be a no. Side to side is a no. So I would say that is your reading, Aries. We will see what this laugh card is saying to us. It's card number 8. Laugh. Life has become way too serious for your own good, and you've temporarily forgotten that all is well. I know I have. To connect with higher vibration and easy rest, laugh at your circumstances, no matter how upsetting or serious they may appear. Just reading that, I was like, what? Laugh? This shit ain't funny. Laughing immediately opens your heart, awakens your higher self, calls in your angels and guides, and activates your ability to tune in to and follow your vibes to the best possible solution. It clears your aura and rebalances your chakras, clearing the way for you to intercept even higher channels of direction and solution. Laughter is also the front door to healing energy. Even if you feel that a dark night of the soul has descended upon you, you may just be overreacting. The present situation, no matter how menacing it may appear, is begging for comic relief. And you're being advised from the higher realms to step back and allow such relief to enter. Your angels and guides are on the scene, working hard to restore balance and order and usher in the gifts that today's challenges offer. So let go, lighten up, and allow life to sort itself out. It will. I certainly needed that because I can tell you I don't think there's anything funny going on in my life right now. So I guess I have to find a reason to laugh. I thank you, Aries, for being with me for this reading today. I hope that you got a lot out of it because I surely did. So www.nixvillage.com for a personal reading or any of my other services. I have a lot of services. But thank you again, and I'll see you guys again the next time I do an Aries reading. But thanks for being here. Have a great day.